Alright, today we're going to be rating some more TikTok art tutorials because one, you guys just enjoy seeing me suffer trying to follow these TikTok tutorials, and two, well, I genuinely like suffering, so I mean, let's get on with it.
If this is how you've been drawing hands, stop, because I'm going to show you the secret to draw hands in any position you want. The basic lines you're going to need start with this shape that's almost a rectangle, and then you add 4 little circles for the first knuckles and then lines like this for the length of the fingers. Add the middle knuckles, and notice at the top that the middle finger is the highest point. And for the thumb, you can draw a circle on the side closer to the base of our initial rectangle and then shape all of our base lines into the hand. These guidelines will help you draw hands in absolutely any position, so let me show you how.
So first, a shape. I have no idea what this shape is called, but we'll stick with this. All right, and then circles, 2, 3, 4. I have to count because I suck at maths. All right, so another circle here for the thumb. These circles are meant to be like the joints for where the bones are. Then after this, I just have to just figure out the shape of the hand. This technique is kind of wait, I made a mistake. This is supposed to go like this. I like how she basically didn't explain how we're supposed to draw the shape, and she just left us to like figure it out. Basically what a lot of my art teachers did in school, but hey, I guess that made me a decent enough artist now. I mean, it looks decent, but it just looks a little bit confusing because there's so many shapes and like there's so much going on. It kind of looks just there, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad technique, I would say, but let me show you how I prefer to draw hands. I'll start like this, just slowly figuring the shape of the hand. I like to like go like this for the first finger, and then for the rest of the fingers I'll just make a base shape. All the other fingers are going to fall into this shape, and then I just do the last shape for the thumb. And really at this point it just becomes easy with practice. Like, if you keep doing it for a while, it just becomes easy the more you get used to seeing the shapes and understanding how to represent them with the dynamic lines. But you have to practice a lot and fail a couple of times. I think I'll give that tutorial a 7/10. It's a good tutorial and a good technique for a beginner, but for me, I think it's just faster for me to draw hands the way I do it right now. Okay, how to draw a skeleton fish eye. First, we start with a circle, and then at this point, I should just basically give up because there is no way I am going to be able to nail this in one try. I literally feel like giving up. I'm going to fail, but oh, this is going to be hard. Okay, Mohammed. All right. Muster up some courage. Get yourself together. What kind of person are you if you give up a challenge in front of all the people that are looking up to you in the art community? What kind of artist are you portraying yourself as? Are you a little wussy, or are you someone that grabs the bulls by the horns and takes charge? This is me giving myself some pep talk and much needed motivation to try this out, because this is definitely going to suck. All right, first we start with a circle, right? Okay, not bad. And then a cross in between. Okay, right, now this is where it gets complicated. So I have to draw all these lines across. This, and the next one. Getting somewhere. I think we're heading somewhere. This is beginning to, wait, what? Control Z. Let's just pretend that never happened. I feel like I'm cooking. I'm cooking for real. I'm onto something. Let's just start with the shape of the head. So this, and then a curve here. Okay. This isn't as hard. I just have to follow all the curves, and then. Why am I sweating? This is not so hard. I literally feel like my entire back is covered in sweat. You guys have no idea how much anxiety is running through me just trying this tutorial. This is my first time doing this and I'm so anxious. Mine is following the perspective more than Lil Bro's. Yo, we're onto something. Okay. Why am I still sweating so much? Okay. That's not bad. give this tutorial a 10 over 10. Great practice, like extremely good tutorial. If you have never drawn in this fish eye perspective before, this is your sign that you can do it. This was my first time trying it out, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it might suck, but I think it's a pretty decent fish eye perspective, and I believe you should try it out as well. You might enjoy it. Now, before we move on to the next tutorial, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video. Temu. Temu is an online marketplace that offers the most competitively priced products in multiple categories like tech, fashion, gaming, and even household items as well. Temu has insanely affordable prices on high quality products. Like literally, these guys sent me a drawing tablet for less than $100, and that's what I've been using for the entire first part of this video, and you didn't even notice because the tools don't really matter at some points. They also sent me a bunch of other items I was able to claim from their amazing coupon, and since they're having a 90% off promotion, now is your best time to shop for any item you've had on your mind and literally pay half the price. Temu is giving out a $100 coupon, so if you're just starting out with digital art and looking for a good drawing tablet that is also affordable, or you just want to shop for household supplies or some other items, click the link in the description and use the discount code DKC9928 to claim the $100 coupon. All the info is in the description below, and thank you to Temu for sponsoring this video. Alright, the next tutorial is probably a leaf tutorial, because it looks like he's drawing a leaf and he's starting pretty slowly. Okay, those look like more plants, I guess. Wait, hold up, this is looking so, it's that kind of tutorial. Yeah, I think I can follow this tutorial so much that I believe I can do one of my own as well. It shouldn't be that difficult when you find the right reference. So this next tutorial says first draw a circle, then draw a straight line and a horizontal line on top of it. What are we drawing exactly? Oh, I think it's a face. Draw the face according to the guide. All right. I think this is a guide almost every artist I know of follows whenever they're drawing a face. So it's pretty much a basic guide, I guess. So let's just go back. First off, we start with a circle, right? Wow, that was a decent enough circle. And then we connect this line to this. Wow, now the shape of my head is looking wrong. Okay, then I have to draw another line here, right at the bottom of the circle. And then a line right here. And next thing he said was good luck. I guess we have to figure out how to draw in the rest of the features by ourselves, right? I mean, that's if we didn't know how to draw them before, we have to figure them out by ourselves. Okay, thank you. bad way to draw a face. I'll give this a wait, let's zoom back inside. This is looking mighty sus. I'll give this an 8/10. It's a good way to start drawing a face. Like, the next tutorial is for drawing figures. Oh, that looks interesting. Wait, what tool are they using to draw these figures? It looks pretty interesting. I don't think I have this in clip paint. It's just letting you use shapes to draw. So now you're thinking about shapes instead of just thinking about lines. And this will help you in understanding the shapes with your figures, understanding the shapes of the muscles, because you're just focusing on the gesture of the pose instead of drawing single lines. I wish I could try this in Clip Studio Paint. I don't have that tool in Clip. Let me see. Is it this? I mean, it's pretty much like the same thing, but it's just going to take so much time. I wish I could do it like this. Now I have to create a new layer for each and every one of them, right? And then next we can focus on the body. To draw like a pro, no cap. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be straight up good advice, but we don't want. No, we shouldn't draw faces like that. We should always draw faces with the Loomis method. I guess it kind of makes sense, but like, some people just don't prefer to draw with the Loomis method all the time. Take me for instance. I kind of don't really use the Loomis method all the time. I prefer to just start with a square and then figure out what direction the head is facing with that square instead of using the circle and drawing a bunch of lines. And I guess it just comes with a lot of practice, because the more you keep drawing faces and practicing how to draw, you just eventually find something that works for you, and it becomes muscle memory every time you're drawing. So you don't have to follow a particular style or a particular tip that works for everyone else if yours is good as well and you're comfortable with drawing like that. So yes, this might be a good tutorial for someone out there, maybe a beginner or someone who just enjoys drawing with the Loomis method, but I'm comfortable drawing heads the way I draw heads.
10 digital art tips in 1 minute. Let's go. Instead of shading with black on a lower opacity, use a multiply or linear burn layer instead. Make sure to use references when you're drawing. No one can remember what everything looks like off the top of their head. When painting, make sure your midtone is more saturated than your shadow tone. This especially helps when trying to make skin feel more vibrant and alive. Make sure to name your layers, especially if you have a lot of them. Learn basic perspective. This will really help out if you want to draw backgrounds. If you're using Photoshop, hold Shift to draw a perfectly straight line. Learn color theory. When drawing a human, simplify their anatomy into basic shapes. This will make it much easier to draw. If you don't know what colors to pick when coloring a character, use a pre-made color palette. You can find heaps of these online. When drawing line art, don't be afraid to draw over your already existing lines. Just make sure to erase the parts you don't want after.
These are actually really good tips. The first one of using black to shade your drawings is very, very good, and it's something I do a lot whenever I'm trying to draw in like a cell shading style. So it's just adding black to the shadow part of your drawing. So all you have to do when trying this out is to set the layer that you want to use as your shadow layer to normal or multiply, and then set it to about 20 or 30%, and then just shading where you want your shadows to be. And the next thing he said about perspective is so good. Just look at what we learned from just practicing that tutorial earlier on in the video. It's good for practicing to draw perspective, and I really enjoyed it, so it's something you can do as well. that was good. That was good. I think I can do the same thing here. For watching ASMR with Mohammed. Alright, this next tutorial is of this artist drawing with their phone, and they're just using their fingers, and for the life of me I have never understood how people draw with their fingers on their phone. It baffles me every time. Am I just too stupid to know how to draw with my fingers, or am I just not talented enough? Because every time I tried, I never could get it to work, and they always make it look so good. Like, bro, some people can't even draw like this on the computer, and you're out here just using your phone making amazing looking drawings. Wow, maybe I should just quit art, because this pressure is getting too much. I wish I could do this on the phone, but yeah, it's just not for me. Well, I think if you're to learn anything from this video, it should be that some things are meant for you and others are just not. Focus on your strong points. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And with all that being said, I'll see all you pretty penguins in the next video. Bye.